my shit.
Hey Jamers, Jones here, back with another video. Today I am going to teach you all something I've been wanting to teach you for a very long time. Reasons why Cosmo is clearly the best Animal Jam alpha ever. Alright, let's start at the very beginning. We know for a fact that there are alphas for every single animal in Animal Jam, except for the newer ones. However, we only see a few of them in action, so those are the only ones I'm going to talk about. The purpose of alphas in Animal Jam is to protect the animals, provide for them, and help them fight against phantoms. For example, Greeley is a researcher, Bram is an inventor, Peck is an artist, and Liza is a guide. However, don't you seem to notice how we could do without a lot of these things? We don't really need a guide if adventures are already set up. Who needs an artist to fight phantoms? And you don't need a phantom explorer and researcher if you can just do it yourself. However, what do you need to live? Oh, that's right, food! And who's gonna provide all the magic for farming tons of food? That's right, Cosmo. Let's go ahead and look at Cosmo. Cosmo is built a lot differently than any of the other Animal Jam alphas. While most of the alphas are big animals, besides Peck, Cosmo is very small. He's a koala. Koalas naturally aren't very big. However, don't you dare underestimate him just because he's little. As we can see in Adventures, Cosmo is extremely good at alchemy, herbalism, and not to mention cooking. He also has an excellent decor style, I love it. But besides all that, Cosmo provides one of the key things that we use all the time to protect ourselves from phantoms, whether we realize it or not. Boom seeds. As you can see, Cosmo teaches jammers how to make boom seeds, and with their help, makes a special potion that'll help them grow. We use boom seeds all the time in Adventures. They're super important. The Venus flytraps that we use to catch phantoms are also really important. Thankfully, this is also Cosmo's jurisdiction. Being the alpha of plants and growing things, especially food, there is an extreme likelihood that Cosmo is responsible for inventing these snapper plants. Moving on from his practical uses, Cosmo is actually a pretty in-depth character. Some of the alphas are very superficial. Take Peck and Greeley, for example. Greeley doesn't actually have a lot to do with the player except for appearing, complaining a little bit, and then leaving. Peck's face is plastered everywhere, but she doesn't really have much of a personality besides, look at me, I'm Peck, I like to paint. We've rarely seen Sir Gilbert up until this point, and he seems to have almost no personality. And we only know Liza because of her introduction for us in Animal Jam, and for her guidance through the first part of Adventures. However, that still doesn't show off her personality. In Meet Cosmo, we can see Cosmo as a tiny koala. He's old and forgetful, but quite sweet. He needs help on his farm, which contains many fruits and vegetables, much more than he could eat. He's probably growing them for Jama. Despite him not being able to remember much, he's so eager to help you and so eager to help you make boom seeds. Cosmo's design is earthy and is personally one of my most favorite designs. It doesn't look like human clothing and it doesn't look like armor. I especially like Cosmo's design because it's not impractical like some of the other alphas. Peck has weird socks on her head, and Greeley has these really odd giant heavy chains hanging from his neck. Cosmo's outfit is simple and efficient. Not to mention that the overall aesthetic of Cosmo is one of my most favorite aesthetics. Of nature, waterfalls, creeping plants, and big flowers. So that's why I personally think Cosmo is one of the most underrated alphas in Animal Jam. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite alpha? Tell me down in the comments below and be sure to explain why. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, click that like button because each like gives me the encouragement to make another. And if you want to see more stuff like this, hey, why not subscribe? As always, jammers, stay safe and jam on. Jones out.
You're just another